Today on New England Living, we talk to the brothers behind one of the region's fastest growing breweries. Plus, we head into the test kitchen with one of the top 10 best new chefs in America as he teaches us the art of cooking the perfect pasta. And from Italian food to Italian stone, we visit a multi-generational family-owned business that's a cut above the rest. And how to transform your existing bathroom into a home oasis. It all starts right now on New England Living. New England has a style all its own. The people, the history, the culture. Join us as we discover the faces and places, the design and destinations, everyone and everything that makes New England extraordinary. This is getting a little spicy. Love the place you call home with New England Living. Thanks for joining us on New England Living. I'm your host, Rachel Holt. Up next, we're heading to Framingham, Massachusetts to talk to the brothers behind one of New England's fastest growing craft breweries to find out the secret to their success. Founded in 2011 by three brothers, Jack's Abbey has become a mainstay of the craft brewing scene here in New England.
We are a operational brewery. There's tanks, the canning line, the bottling line, the brew house, everything is in this building. We kind of want to translate that into this beer hall vibe out here. So it still feels, the big open ceilings. This was a manufacturing building, but we want to bring hospitality into that space as well. Everybody here is part of this kind of crazy family, and it's what makes it awesome to work here every day.
So you opened in 2011, and this has just grown and grown. Could you ever imagine it would be where it is today when you first started?
It's really wild. The original brewery, all of the manufacturing space, the tap room we had, everything would have fit inside of this room.
So the name Jack's Abbey, there's actually a very cute story behind this. Can you tell us about it?
So my name's Jack and my wife's name is Abby, and when we got married we brewed a beer for the wedding called Jack's Abbey. For us it was important to show that we were a family business, and it made sense to all three of us to use that name.
Very popular around here, obviously. And there's local names involved, the Framingham being one of them.
Yeah, it's where we are. We've been in Framingham for our entire existence. We want to be a part of the community, and having fun with it sometimes is a great way to do it. So Framingham is our Baltic Porter. It's strong. It's a really fun beer that we love having the town name on it.
And Framingham, it actually won Wine Enthusiast 2019 Beer of the Year. How cool is it to see your beers being recognized nationally?
We're really excited. The Wine Enthusiast one was really interesting. We're actually making that beer again for next year's. That beer takes almost a year to make.
And I imagine when you're playing around with beers, there are some failures involved. What was the worst idea you've ever had?
Ooh, geez. Probably the worst idea was putting maraschino cherries into one of our barrel-aged beers.
Yeah.
And
that actually sounds delicious.
You would think, the person who put it in thought it would be good too.
With 24 beers on tap in the beer hall, there's enough variety for everyone.
That's a combination of our year-round beers, our seasonal offerings, some of our experimental barrel-aged beers, as well as the pilot system. So we usually have 2 to 4 very small batch items that will only be on tap for a few weeks at a time.
Back in the brewery, Jack and Sam pay close attention to every detail.
Right now we're on our brew deck. This is where all the beer is made. We'll usually brew about 4 batches of beer in a day. So we'll go through the brew house in about 6 hours, and 4 batches we'll go through in about 16 hours.
Yeah, so it's a 60-barrel brew house. In a day, that's 240 barrels. It's like 3,500 cases of beer that will be produced in one day.
There's a lot of engineering, there's a lot of science involved with creating great beer, and we're constantly testing our beer for lots of different factors, including things like extract and pH, dissolved oxygen, that sort of stuff.
Translate all of that into, we're testing to make sure the beer is good. All the time, at every point in the process, we're making sure all of the things that should be there are, and nothing that's not supposed to be there is.
After exploring the brewery, it was time to taste some flights for myself.
So we have 4 beers here, 3 of our favorites and 1 of our newest beers. We have House Lager, our golden lager. We have Blood Orange Wheat, a Radler. Hoponius Union, a hoppy lager.
And this is the one I've been waiting for because this is the newest one you can find here.
Yeah, so we're real excited. We're launching this beer this year. This is shipping out of Boston. It's an amber lager. We're using a lot of local ingredients and really trying to highlight industry and manufacturing in New England.
Well, I know people are going to love the name of this, but I'm sure they'll love the taste even more. I can tell you that this one is my favorite. If you want to pick a favorite beer, you can head on down to the beer hall here in Framingham. You can get flights, you can get food. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's time now to go around New England for a look at some other noteworthy breweries worth the visit. Located in Boston's Seaport District, Harpoon Brewery is home to their flagship Harpoon IPA, the first IPA brewed in New England. Braesdale Brewing in Westerly, Rhode Island offers up taste inspired by the sea, with a nod to yachting on every bottle, like Flagship Ale, Flying Jenny, and Captain's Daughter. Switchback in Burlington, Vermont is 100% employee-owned and offers 20 different beers year-round, including the #1 draft beer in Vermont. Located along New Hampshire's seacoast, Throwback in Northampton is a woman-owned brewery, farm, and restaurant crafting farm-fresh beers and food using only local ingredients. Further north in Conway, New Hampshire, Tuckerman Brewing is keeping it local, partnering with area farmers to grow their own hops and barley. Liquid Ride in Portland, Maine is the state's first and only brewery, distillery, and restaurant operating under one roof. Guests can enjoy drinks on their back deck overlooking Portland's picturesque Union Wharf. For more notable places around New England, visit cbsboston.com/New England Living. And coming up after the break, one of America's top 10 best new chefs teaches us the art of cooking the perfect pasta when New England Living returns.